Now, before we start, I heard you laughing back there as I was struggling here. So I got the list here.
Well, you know, I was hoping you would have asked her how she spelled relief. I was raised R-E-L-I-E-F, but I turned on the TV.
And it's all wrong,
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Okay, try this one for me. Oceosness, which is the quality or state of being at leisure or ease, idleness, unemployment. Oceosness.
Well, you know, I'm in a state of oceosness right now and feel no compulsion to spell that word. Completely at ease. And
aren't those miserable?
She grew up 2 blocks from me.
You're kidding.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 2 streets down. And, yeah.
Were you any good in school?
You know, I guess the show business would be no, but yeah, I was okay. But, you know, I went to Catholic school. We had tougher spelling bees, like the winner got to live. You know,
very strict, aren't you?
Get a little motivation.
It's good to have you on the show. I catch you all the time. What you do with the Weekend Update is not dissimilar to what I do in the monologue. You jump on what's happening in the news, right?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of frightening in a way to think you have to come up with them each week, but in another way, it's like a nice place to go to. You know, you always have that paper, and there's something like comedically resilient about that. You know, each day there's something new for you to do jokes about. Right. So I think if you lose the fear that, oh, am I going to come up with it, they always seem to come. You know, it's to the point now where I'm actually comfortable writing from the news. I feel real good at that.
What are you touching on lately? What's hot?
Well, I wanted to tell you before we went on that this is such a thrill for me. Out of all the things I've done in show business, I was talking to my mother today, and this is the thing she's most proud of. I mean, everything I've done is okay, but she's really proud of this, and it's really sweet. She's such an innocent. She knows absolutely nothing about show business, but I did read in the trades this morning where she's hosting Joan's old show next Thursday.
Take a number, yeah. And she'll probably be very good.
I told her to listen to the guests once in a while. I'm just taking her out for the boss of bosses.
So, anyway, what gets laughs in Saturday Night Live? All the topical stuff, the president.
Well, you can't get funnier than real life anymore. I mean,
it's hard to parody the news.
Gary Hart has dropped out of the race, and you know, I should say right up front, Johnny, I do believe there's certain women in the world that I would do it with and risk losing the presidency for, but I just don't think she's one of them. You know. Let's put it this way: if Donna Rice is the last woman I run into on my way out of Houlihan's, I'm still going to end up buying a copy of Swank later that night.
Not the greatest compliment of all times, but you call them as you see them.
She's a public figure now.
She is now, yeah. Yeah, she got a big article in People magazine, Life magazine this week, all over the place.
And you know, it seems to be a recurrent theme in human behavior now. Jim and Tammy Bay have been caught with the same situation. Hard to believe Jim Baker would want to go outside the marriage for sex, huh? I mean, this has got to be like sleeping with the Joker from Batman.
It has not been a good month for the Bakers or Falwell. Yeah. Are you following all the TV evangelists? There's Falwell, and they're having what they call a holy war, I guess.
Yeah, it's getting pretty unsightly to watch.
Yeah. Orel said if he didn't get, $8 million, he was going to be called. God was going to call him home.
Collect.
Yeah, collect. I think Jim Baker said if he didn't raise the money, God was going to call him to another motel room, which is probably is an oversight.
You know, while we're on that Batman thing, too, I was wondering, anybody else ever get the urge to see Nancy Reagan dressed up in Frank Gorshin's old Riddler costume?
Is this a fantasy of yours?
Think about that life frame of hers.
Yeah. So you guys are going to go on tour now, huh?
Yeah.
Have you ever done this before?
I've toured individually, but, you know, it's not much of a tour. I remember once I was laying in Buffalo, New York. It was like 3 in the morning. Snow all over the ground. I'm naked in blue, you know, pair of navy blue socks, eating some Pepperidge Farm cookies, reading Sport magazine. There's a music station on the background, videos, and they go, here's that Dennis Miller tour date information. And I'm thinking, well, this is a pretty glamorous tour here, huh? It's not exactly like Led Zeppelin. So this is the first time we're going to go on tour where...
Were you working together?
Yeah, it should be fun.
How do you share the time? Are you going to work in sketches or each do a...
I'll do around an hour, and the other guys will, like, carry the bags. But, no. We're gonna split it up 3 ways. Me, Dana, and Kevin. Yeah, it'll be
Was
everything.
the first big thing you did Saturday Night Live? Because I
Oh,
had not
yeah.
seen you before that.
No, I had done Letterman a couple
Yeah.
times, but no, that was my yeah, my first steady gig in the business.
But
It's been a great job.
Pittsburgh is where you grew up.
Yeah, grew up in Pittsburgh, PA.
Yeah. Always wanted to do this kind of stuff?
I always wanted to do the news. You know, I've always been
You had
fascinated.
Chevy on, didn't you, last week, or was that a repeat?
That was a repeat.
Where you were both doing the...
Yeah, it was kind of exciting. I mean, he's always been sort of a mentor, and he's very nice to me. I
Yeah.
mean, he was very kind. The first time I did it, he came up to me right after and told me that it was mine. Now, I mean, you know, just a sweet guy, very accommodating. And, you know, I didn't know Chevy and was a little scared of him, but he's been nothing but great to me.
How about graduating from that? Now, a lot of the people who've come off Saturday Night Live, I mean, Eddie Murphy, and a lot of them have gone into pictures, and does that intrigue you at all?
Well, you know what? I'm like 33 now, and in my 20s, I spent so much of my younger years living on the next page. I seem to be constantly frustrated in life. I never really savored what was happening, and quite frankly, I used to watch him do that 12 years ago and think I'd love that job, and I have it now, and I really am trying to take a beat and go, God, you're such a lucky man. I have no inclination to move on. I mean, I don't delude myself that I'm a great thespian or actor. I mean, maybe I can do that someday, but I'm a comedian who's found a really nice niche.
It's nice to hear, because a lot of people sometimes, they get into a series, and all of a sudden they have a year or two of exposure and say, hey, I think I'll go do something, and it goes the other way. And if you're having a good time doing what you're doing, it's working for you.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit in it and try to remember it, because I know there'll be a time in life when I'll look back on it very fondly. So.